All right, sir. Could you tell everyone your name, please?
My name is Fergie, like the pop star and the princess.
All right, Fergie, what do you do at Asher Brewing Company?
I am proud to be the general manager.
Excellent.
Here is your question. The flocculation of what takes place in the brewing process and what law influences how fast that happens.
Whoa, Herr Dr. Nelson Savin, kind of a technical question there.
Well, like in world peace, war in Afghanistan, hops, and brewing.
Excellent.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you, Asher Brewing Company. Okay, what is your name, sir?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, what do you do at Big Choice Brewing Company?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
What do you do at Big Choice Brewing Company?
I am with Big Choice Brewing Company.
He is Big Choice Brewing Company, everybody. Daniel.
Thank you very much.
He does everything. All right.
Thank you very little.
Judges, please read him the next question.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Wait. I forgot. I'm a different Chad. I'm the second Chad. Hold on.
Who is your daddy?
Do I make you horny, baby?
Oh, general unruliness on stage.
Fill in the blank. The godfather / godmother of craft beer is blank, and why?
Due to the current situation in Sochi, I do not feel comfortable talking about your security and your safety in this environment.
Thank you, Black Bottle Brewing Company, everybody. Give it up. Whoa, it's like prize fighter. You guys know Danny from Caution Brewing Company? I know Danny.
I'm sorry, I thought this was a swimsuit competition.
It still can be.
Can it still be?
You looking good.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Emily has a question for you, Danny.
Great swim trunks, by the way. Who or what do you think is responsible for the not-so-recent hop shortage?
I believe we should think... I believe we should think of the children. Ooh. It's for the future, for the planet. We're all in this together. I implore you, do everything you can to think of the rest of our lives.
All right.
Hi, guys.
What is your name, sir?
Saul Rosenberg.
Saul Rosenberg. What do you do at Crooked Stave? What do you do at Crooked Stave?
The accounting. I do the accounting, the numbers.
Excellent.
Thank you. And I'm really happy to be here. It's an honor to be in the presence of all you fine judges over here.
Wow, sucking up. We like it. All right. Question, please, for the contestant.
Okay. So if a polar bear asked you to give it a beer to save its life, what beer would you give it?
All right, so let me read the question again. If a polar bear asked you to give it a beer to save its life, what beer would you give it? This is a question involving polar bears and beer.
All right, so...
Start the timer.
Sorry. What I meant to say was, if a polar bear asked me to give it a beer to save its life, it's probably because it's too hot up there and the dry air is just killing it. So I would give him a natty ice because it seems like that would save it. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
All right. Interesting.
Did you just say natty ice?
A natty ice for a polar bear.
I just got drunk.
Interesting answer. All right, it looks like it's Charlie Berger from Denver Beer Co., everybody. He's got a cheering section. All
Right, you get bonus points for actually answering the question and not coming up with something clever you thought of backstage. All right.
I'll do my best.
All right. New breweries in Colorado, as we all know, they need a niche to stand out, right? You can't just do standard stuff. So come up with the most ridiculous, preposterous niche that you can think of for a new brewery opening and pitch it to us.
I've always been intrigued by some brewery who will rock age their beers. We've heard of wood aging, that's been done. Skylar from the Rocky Mountain Barrel Company, he knows about wood aging. Somebody who can rock age all their beer, that would rock.
Excellent answer. Rock aged beer. No one's doing that. All right, Sean from Elevation Beer Company. You have a question for the young man.
This is a good question. Are lager beers better than ales? What is the only difference and why?
Oh, the Herr Doctor wants to know, are lager beers different from ales? What is the only difference?
Well, lagers are better for ales than for some people. For other people, they're not. The big difference is really the complexity of the beer. And I think a brewery that can really make a great lager really shows passion in brewing and shows that they can manipulate a brew system to its fullest extent. The main difference being the yeast and the temperatures that you need, and the distance and the time and all the effort that you're putting into the beer. I prefer them both, so I'm sorry that I can't say that one is better than the other. But I will tell you that we do both, and we think we do them great. And I hope you guys get to try them.
All right, Dave. We have a question for Dave from the judges, please.
Keep it easy now. This is pretty easy. And I love it because this is my least favorite chemical in spirits and beer. And what microwave food smells and tastes most like diacetyl?
Diacetyl's theater popcorn.
Yes.
Microwave popcorn.
That was the second part. What about the first one?
Diacetyl, the buttery flavor found in some beers. Thank you, Dave.
Andy, what about that? That was
direct
only half the
answer.
question.
Give it up
That was
for
only half the
everybody.
question.
If a hipster in a liquor store describes a beer as super barnyard dank dude.
All right, you can't really cheat on this question because there's really no right or wrong answer.
Do you know
you
what
need
a
to start
hipster
answering
is?
right now.
You must know what a hipster is.
Just say world peace, the children, education. You only have 1 minute to answer, guys. World peace, children.
Best will you calm down?
Yeah! All right, guys.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming to the inaugural Masters of the Brewniverse pageant.
First annual, if I'm correct.
That is correct. And what is your name, sir?
My name is Joe.
Joe, and what is your name?
Ashley.
Joe and Ashley. All right, guys, what is something about Left Hand that most people do not know? You have 1 minute.
Our brewery was originally, well, the building that we started in used to be a pig slaughterhouse.
Yes.
Who knew? We have since grown out of that building, but we turned, maybe delicious bacon into delicious beer.
I think we can all agree that pigs are delicious.
That's right. Left Hand Brewing Company. All right, guys. It looks like we have Brad Landman on stage.
All right, Brad. So what qualities do you look for in a significant other that you also look for in a good beer?
First of all, I would like to thank all the judges for taking time out of their busy schedules.
Put the mic in your mouth.
I look for awesomeness in both. Yes.
Awesomeness in both. That's his answer.
I can even say like good head.
Okay, here's the question. These days, anyone can write about beer online. They can review beers on websites. My question is to you. I want you to choose one of your beers and give me off the top of your head the most pretentious beer snobbery review that you could deliver of that beer right now on this stage.
Mr. Citizen Grain, the Elevation Triple IPA that we brew is so far above all the other IPAs you get your hands on. It's offensive, it's stinky, it's delicious. We make it 11.5% so that it fucks you up the way you want to be fucked up.
That was a fairly pretentious self-review of your own beer. Thank you very much.
What's the strangest brewing ingredient you have ever used at your brewery, and was it from BSG?
Well, now, I've gone through the trunk a few times and dug out a couple of spices, but I would have to say that the strangest ingredient we ever used was the tears of a baby and a beer we call Immaculate Conception Ale.
Ooh, the tears of a baby in the Immaculate Conception. Nice. I feel that's how Madonna might have answered a question.
Name the beer bar that you think best supports the craft beer industry as well.
That is a hard question. My other job is a beer blogger, so I support all of these craft beer bars, and they do a great job as a whole supporting the craft beer industry. I'm from Fort Collins. Fort Collins does a great job with their craft beer bars. Yeah, Troy City, Tap and Handle, The Forge, they do a fantastic job.
All right. Taking the stage, we have Charles Fischler with the Winfield
It's
Beer
actually
Company.
Mo Foley. I'm a motivational speaker. Mo Foley.
I heard you've been living in a van down by the river.
I actually deliver cans out of a van down by the river.
Yes, he does. He does deliver
A Sprinter
cans
van.
out of a van.
So speaker for sale.
Okay, judges, how about a question for Charles?
All right, freak. If you could drink a beer with any human being past or present, who would it be? What beer would it be? And why?
Well, first of all, I want to tell all you kids that you shouldn't be smoking the reefer. Because when you've been using your papers to roll your doobies in a van down by the river. But Ditka is God, and you'd want to drink a beer with Ditka with the sausage. Ditka is God with sausage.
What would the beer be that you want to drink with Mike Ditka?
Well, as with the sausage, probably a very light piss water beer. Would probably keep you on track.
Okay, guys, looks like we have Adam Drager, head brewer at the Yak and Yeti Brew Pub. How's it going, Adam?
I don't always drink beer. When I do, I dress like Andy.
Ooh, I'll take that. Judges, how about a question for Adam?
All right, last question. You have one beer-related superpower. What is it?
I create yeast poop.
So you're saying
alcohol is yeast poop. I create yeast poop.
So you're saying you would poop in your beer if you were a superhero?
Yes.
Interesting.